Elkhart, Tim Neese is hoping to end the 8-year streak of the Democratic mayor there. He defeated Dan Beecher tonight for the Republican nomination, taking 73% of the vote. Neese is a former Elkhart City Councilman and state representative. He says the key to lowering crime in Elkhart can start with relationships between citizens and police. WSBT-22's Suzanne Spencer is live outside his headquarters tonight. Suzanne?
All eyes were on the Republican race, Jennifer. Many thought it would be a closer race than it actually was. Neese pretty much demolished his candidate 73% to 20% in that overall vote. But another interesting part about this whole race, Neese brought in a little over 1,700 votes, and Democratic Mayor Dick Moore brought in just over 700. So that will definitely be an interesting race to follow as we make our way into November. Neese was greeted with open arms and smiles at Antonio's in Elkhart. He told supporters that he believes his grassroots efforts of knocking on doors for months worked. He said he's looking forward to his challenger, Mayor Dick Moore, come November. He says this day has been years in the making.
We're going to talk about open door government. We're going to talk about transparency. We're going to talk about a police and merit board. We're going to talk about economic development. One thing that I'm thinking about right now is I have two precious granddaughters, and I want to hug both of them and play with them. I have not neglected them, but I haven't spent as much time with them that I would like to.
I did talk with Dan Beecher shortly after the outcome of the race. He was headed home about 9 o'clock to spend some time with his family. He did say he was disappointed in the outcome of the race. Tim Neese will face off against Democratic incumbent Dick Moore in November. Reporting live in Elkhart, Suzanne Spencer, WSBT 22 News.
As Suzanne just said, incumbent Mayor Dick Moore won his party's nomination for mayor. The Democrat has 62% of the vote. He's looking for his third term. Moore is a former city street commissioner and fire chief. He defeated Caleb Owens, a Concord High School senior. At times, it seemed like it was a much closer race. There was a bit of a delay in getting the votes counted, but soon it became clear that Moore would win. He says his focus is now on November, and he thanked his opponent and wished him well in future elections. And Owens says he's going to make sure his voice is heard.
If I do not win, I will still pursue my career in getting a change in Elkhart. If that doesn't work out, I will work harder on my military career and get that on the kickstart, and then try again in 4 years.
We're going to thank him for running. We're going to thank him for doing a good job, and hopefully he'll come back and do it again.
And once again, Moore will be facing Republican Tim Neese in November.